cuisine is inedible.
Your cuisine is disgusting.
Holy cuisine.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Xinyue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I've found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitation. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you.
Priceless, huh? We're back to buy some rocks, boss.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker.
Stingy? I've already been very generous.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned.
Strictly speaking.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move!
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Trolls are still using it. It's a bit annoying, but we gotta cut the line. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So,
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue with their nap! Came from the second Noctilucous jade, didn't it? Really, trolls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Nice and spicy.
one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. Oh, it's hard to believe. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, all things must pass.
Are you sure?
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price.
Well, it's settled then.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. We can leave the jade here. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child.
Guess we can't do anything else.
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liyue Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, although with that said, also the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. Perhaps each has their motives. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must... Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
Go, Barbara, go!
I should open a store here.
You can't beat the atmosphere here at Liyue.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we? Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ. Just look at the abundant foliage here. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp... Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today.
Wow! A true connoisseur.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower, like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances.
Thank you, boss.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city.
So this around looking for nice-smelling ladies to...
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan! She's master of the Liyue branch, right? Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing.
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. Oh, it must be from the Qingshin flower.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi Ming.
The fortune teller, right? Thanks, Lan.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying-Ar's homemade perfume?
Ying-Er? Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying-Er?
Yes, that's her.
Great! This is just the intel we need.
Well, hello.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me.
Snooping around?
What can I say? People love to talk. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get 3 in one go. My goodness, you have extreme tastes for someone your age. Is that the best you could come up with?
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms."
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wan Min restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
But you didn't let me finish.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Should I save this money or invest it?
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud while I'm setting up.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Really got a lot going for it.
Try some restaurant. Iron stomachs. Liyue people must have iron stomachs. Try something new at the one
Chop
restaurant.
suey!
Oh, I think I may have overeaten.
Wow. Leo's really gonna like
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
This water will do nice. Now, perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now use your strong hand to stir. Ooh, Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three.
Try something new at the one restaurant. People must have iron stomachs.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat, and you must take care to control the heat during this process. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the finals. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. All three perfumes are ready, a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit. I'll leave you with one who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come and hang out with me at...
take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr.
You're compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue. This was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms.
What a shame. Let's hope the Cheesing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
I apologize, but once you've acquired...
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human heart. if they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. Some say it was a Fatui plot. This harbor is like a mountain of dried... Well, I shall say no more. That old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. He saw me gazing at it often, but he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and we can help with chores if...
All right, children. There is no need to worry.
Do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? Hey, that's rude! And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
Oh, youngsters.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in...
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice! So, this is our teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
You notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy! How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old Granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Jueyun Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
forward, go!
One of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Assistance.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest as to whether I am one or not, child. Surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Don't you think it's weird? Something's...
Oh, don't be silly. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite to cry, catch the murderer. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, so why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, we haven't met in a while anyway. Well, you must have things to do. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. Oh, yes! That old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea.
That tone does not suit you. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles. I will explain it to you.
Oh, sure.
Sir, you're here.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays.
Well, this is Mr. Zhong. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. But
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when... As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality, and these markings of tree and leaf. Justice flows across the surface of the waters.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man, or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. The rite of parting requires helping hand.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
A toast to our success.
Hiring help? Sure.
Adventure. Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flowers.
That's
a most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Iron stomachs.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace.
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless.
That's too little. Hardly a fair... This price'll do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Oh, help? Sure, so what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip.
Done.
This is all you got? And no child? No. He's putting up the money? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, get me a single Chinxin flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow.
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight.
Someone needs assistance.
Are you luck betting on Jade?
All finished then?
You think you can buy us off with some...
Well, how does this sound?
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about?
Next, we need some everlasting incense. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now. Nice and spicy. But I don't want it. Huh. The reception is deserted. Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out? joke's on you. Paimon. Anyway, there's something weird about this one. Oh, it can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then...
Something like this would be unimaginable in...
Hello, little girl.
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
I'm afraid that she's probably right. It's to do with her orders. Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their... My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription,
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
I don't believe it's a kind of crossbow turret, located in Tianheng Pass.
Mr. Zhongli, really?
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal.
Did you want to add anything else?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it?
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong ballista.
What the heck is a cocoa goat? can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this, but how do you operate this thing?
It is currently inoperable in any case.
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do?
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong ballista.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, posty, posty, posty. Nice and spicy. That really hurt. Race you!
These parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista.
Ha! Are you blind or something? This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasure. Last time we approached the mountain, and nearly a few of us risked our lives to disarm it. The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces!
Tut-tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Nice and spicy.
Should replace my hammer.
Nice and spicy.
Another test subject.
Get out of here.
Fry! 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 Fry!
Leave it all to me.
Fry! Got careless. Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject. Fry! To my hammer. Picked the wrong test subject.
You're open!
I'm out.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh, yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working.
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means... a Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Good idea. We did our best, and...
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here. This is the name.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No. Impossible.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then?
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. What a sorry state of affairs. Ah! The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent.
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really.
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense?
Whew, at last. Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million more. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad the Chising have taken it over for now.
3 million.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much more.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to Child?
Coco Goat!
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals.
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million.
2,990,000. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House? I apologize, but I warned.
Well, as it stands, we've hired help.
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything odd? Which is it, I want? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole-in-the-wall.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
A toast to our success.
Today.
Ah, you're here. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here!
Besides fine wine, but when I say ambiance...
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you.
Tianquan Ningguang. Liyue locals talk about her, huh? Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jieyun Karst. I am duty-bound but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber. Together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Handsome sum today?
What about the pickpockets?
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Made another handsome sum today?
Oh, this is a clear fire hazard right here.
A toast to our success.
Listen, let me tell you.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Handsome sum today?
Oh, this is a
toast.
clear
What should I try this time?
Made another handsome sum today?
A toast to our success.